Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your cotton obsessed yarn host Jennifer, and our guest host I don't know if you can see her, Increase has stolen Bentley's bed. Little Poncho has followed grabbing it here, and Bentley's just gonna let her have it. He's like, she can have my bed, because he's a really good uncle. He laid down. No, you didn't. Did you lay down? Yes, he did. And she's gonna bite him. Alright. The reason Poncho was in here with me is because her mommy is out tonight. Her mommy has been invited to go to a concert, so she's at a metal concert. And I'm sitting here, and I'm recording this yesterday, so the video on me confessing the yarn confessions. Let me turn you back this way a little bit. The yarn confessions video is up right now. I'm getting a lot of thanks for being so open, because like we're all in the same boat and we're all paddling with crocheted oars. Get him! Said that too loud, Scarlett reacted. Alright, and a couple of people said that you should stash dive. I've been stash diving. Boy, have I been stash diving. I actually pulled down my big giant bucket of cotton and I put it right back up there. And I didn't realize, because I was going to show you my cottons. And now that means I got to climb up there and grab it, because it is well above my head. I thought it was right here. I got a bucket right here. This is why I have a yarn problem. I have a giant bucket right here. Okay? It's enormous. It's so big I can't lift this one above my head. And on top of it is yarn I have purchased recently. This has all been shown to you, and it's from several different videos. And I'm trying to, dang it, I'm trying to rearrange and organize and sort, because, yes, I even have garbage bags in here that are empty. Because it's a long story, okay? It's just, there's a lot going on. You guys already know. If you're new here, welcome to the Insane Asylum. My name is Jennifer. I am the lead crazy person in this house. With that, we're not doing a video where we clean it, but like I gotta pick this up because it drives me crazy. Right? Not cleaning right now. ADHD needs to focus. While you're watching this video, I should be at the doctor. We're getting ready to go to the doctor, or I've already been to the doctor. Now, if I can just bring up the courage to actually discuss the things with him that I need to discuss, we'll be good. But that's not why I started recording this video. And if you're new here, I'm trying to get diagnosed for ADHD as one of my issues, because I am noticing as time goes on, it is preventing me from being just, it's preventing me from being normal. And not normal, because normal is not the right word. It's preventing me from doing basic, everyday, day-to-day things that need to be done, because I'm so overly distracted, and I'm so overwhelmed and overstimulated and exhausted. I'm over it. I'm over it. And that's part of the reason I'm over it. It's because this is my all day, every day. She just ran through the bag of garbage that I just filled up, and part of it spilled out. Alright, so because I distracted myself, I have some jelly bean yarn here that probably needs to be balled up and put in the scrap bin, which is directly behind this giant bucket. I'm not on here trying to brag about my yarn stash, but my yarn stash is fabulous, I'm just saying. This does have cotton in it. You see how big this is? Okay, this is probably, I'm gonna say 50 pounds. It's real heavy. I can't lift this over my head, which is why it's still on the ground. Because it was up there and I brought it down by myself and I hurt myself because I'm dumb. Now, don't say you're dumb. I am dumb. That was a dumb thing to do. All right. Cotton! Cotton time! All right. Let's see what's in here. Ooh, I found, see, I didn't know I had yellow cotton sprout. And I have been in this bucket recently looking for yarn. See, this is part of the problem. What, you know, another thing I want to do while I'm sorting all this, because I had a couple people say you need to sort through and decide what you're keeping and what's going to the new house with you. Do I have a new house yet? No, I have not purchased a new house yet. Have I even put this house on the market yet? No, but these are things we are going to speak. There's a really small dog directly under this bucket because she knows that I'm going to have to put it down. And she either has a death wish or she's just really trying to irritate me today. I love her. She's not actually irritating me. Alright, so that tells me that I put these cotton in here and they don't actually belong. That's what we're talking about today is cotton. I have Bamboo Pop, which is cotton and bamboo. How gorgeous is that? And I have enough for a sweater. And that's more than enough for a sweater. These are a lightweight number 3. It's just shy of 300 yards each. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So I'm going to say 14 to be, whatever the word is. Oh my God. This is not, this bucket is a hodgepodge of yarns. There's acrylic in here. This is a bucket when I was cleaning up last time that I had all, and it was shortly after I did the mystery boxes on the Etsy shop, which I don't know if I'm going to do more mystery boxes this year or if I'm just going to put it in my front yard when we're getting ready to move and give y'all my address, because that's what I was thinking about doing. I might do both. I was actually considering I was talking to Mr. Cinnamon about selling some of my tools that I don't use as well. So I have so much stuff that I just don't want to bring along with me because I don't use it. I have 2 Cricut machines, one of which doesn't work. So if somebody knows how to repair Cricut machines, they can just have that one. I'm not doing anything right now, so don't email me saying, can I have, because the answer is no. Right now, no. Okay. I have crochet hooks I will never use because they're too short and someone bought them for me or they were gifted to me and it's not happening. Where's Ponyo? Alright, Ponyo, move. Can I put this down now, ma'am? I'm gonna put it over here. I catch your teeth on that, if I catch your teeth on that spinning wheel, I'm gonna take them right out of your mouth. You hear me, ma'am? I have to change your name to Gummy. What is this? Gumby? Gumby? The guy with the pointy head. You know what I'm talking about. That was way before my time. You know what? I'm going to pause. I'm going to grab the bucket I actually wanted to talk about. This is why I made yesterday's video. Okay? And this is just a small reason. Part of the reason. I should actually pull that other bucket over so I have it up higher. Ugh. Move, Bentley. Move, Bentley. Or stand directly where you're at and not move at all. Thank you. There. There. It's at least accessible. It was at the top of my 7-foot bookshelf. Alright. And it has been chewed on by one of the dogs at some point. This bucket, when I pulled it down, I really had to get a grip on myself. And that's the reason I made yesterday's video, is because I really needed to pull myself back to reality. And a lot of you related to what I was saying in regards to FOMO. And I'm going to show you why me obsessing over this cotton was so ridiculous. Is a beautiful cotton. This is the sturdy cotton from Big Twist from Joann's that I can't find anywhere. And If you didn't watch yesterday's video, or Monday's video for that matter, I was very obsessive. I have to find it. It's so beautiful. I loved working with it. And then I kept arguing with myself, like, you don't need it. You're not trying to spend extra money right now. And I'm not broke. Make no mistakes, I am not broke right now. I, however, am funneling every penny that I can afford to towards the hope and the dream of moving out of this neighborhood to a safer place for me. For a safer place for my child, because the neighbors across the street have become so over the top that it's not okay anymore. And I'm not gonna live like this. And I would rather go live in a tiny house in a bad neighborhood than to stay here with these people. And it's not just them, it's the people next door to me too. And my son has been harassed and bullied beyond, like, there's so much to the story, and I can't step out of the house without there being issues, and there is a lot of, the people are crazy, okay? And I'm just real tired of it. So that is why I am so hell-bent on, I need to focus on what is important. And if I need to downsize my stash, we're going to do it. If I need to sell off stuff, we're going to do it. But I have got to get to a place where I feel, where I can be at home in my front yard. Where my kid can play in the driveway. It's really that simple. Yes, I have dreams of land and property because I really don't want neighbors close by. But even if it's a really big yard, Juju has her own dreams too. She wants me to buy enough property that she can put a house on it. She just wants a little trailer. She just wants a little trailer, $80,000, $100,000 trailer. She just wants that on my property. She just wants to be close and wants to have her own place. And I don't blame her for that at all. So if we can accomplish that, I'm cool with that. Because I think she would do really good to be out on her own to that level, to that extent. But enough about my family, okay? I really came to talk about cotton. So when I pulled this down, I started looking at the cottons that I do have that might possibly give me the feeling that I have more of this cotton. And it's the colors, but it's also the feel of it. And I lost the label, so I don't even remember what this is. I know it's the sturdy cotton. I don't know what percentage of cotton it is. I know that it's a cotton acrylic blend. And can I tell you, I want to share something with you, because the day before yesterday in your world, me and Mr. Cinnamon celebrated having met and fell in love 25 years ago. And I made that really beautiful video that I don't think he has watched. He had a really rough day at work. Because in my world, that was yesterday's video, but in your world, it was 2 days ago. You guys know the government's crazy. There's a lot going on at work. He's got a lot of stress on his plate. He still came home from work, stopped by and bought me something on the way home for our week. It's an anniversary to us. It's something we celebrate every year and have since 2001. It was our first year, you know. And yes, we got married in August. That's a whole different anniversary. It's still our anniversary. Some of you referred to it as a metaversary, which I think is funny. But like, it's the same thing. It is a day to celebrate. It is a day. It's a day worth celebrating, right? So he came home, and I told you guys, every time he brings flowers home, he buys them from the same specific spot as a grocery store near our house. And he brings home gnats. I can't stand gnats. I cannot stand fruit flies. No, get them out of my house. So we were fighting. The last time he brought me flowers, all of a sudden there's gnats again. And I'm like, I just got rid of the gnats a couple months ago. And so we're going through the house with the electric racket, zapping them, right? They are gone. There's not a gnat in the house. We obsessively were just whacking and whacking and whacking. Take away the food source and zap them. That's how we got rid of them, okay? keep the kitchen kind of clean. No standing water. Like, there's so much to do. Anyway, so I asked him, Valentine's Day, please don't bring flowers. I asked my daughter's boyfriend, please don't bring flowers into the house. I don't want flowers in the house because I don't want the reappearing of gnats. I even got rid of my house plants because all of that can make the bugs stay. Gives them a food source. So my husband brought home yesterday, came home. He bought tissue paper. He wrapped it like it was a bouquet. And then he said, here's your baby. That's exactly what he said. He bought me cotton, which is funny because he don't really watch my videos. He's not here when I film most of the time. So he's not hearing how manic and frantic I was about the stupid cotton that's on my head currently, right? So he goes to Hobby Lobby because at this point, Joann's is a no-go. There is a Michael's by us, but Michael's is terrible. Our Michael's is so bad. And I hear this from a lot of people, like Michael's is real bad. Michael's is going down the tubes quick. I don't know what they're doing. They're trying to follow Joann's down the toilet. Like, I'm not even joking. And so he stopped at the only other available thing. He stopped at the Hobby Lobby, okay? And he's all, here, you probably already have these. And I opened the packet that was my baby in my arms. I said, as a matter of fact, I do not have any of these. I have similar, I do not have any of these. So Mama was real happy because it's not the same, but it's real close, right? And how beautiful is this yarn? So he got me 2 in this colorway. This is the I Love This Cotton from Hobby Lobby. It's in the colorway Eastern Nova. So he got me 2 of those, which is going to go with the rest of this cotton. He got me 2 of the Sugar Will cotton, which is sparkly. And it's the color Twirls at Twilight. Gorgeous. Same type of colorway, little different. And then he went totally a different direction. This is more of his, like this is more along the lines of his. But he also bought me a cotton blend from the UK. Oh my God, did I forget the name of this yarn company again? Every time it comes into my head, my brain goes, James Zebra. It is not. Oh my God. Oh. The colorway is Michigan or Lake Michigan or something. And it's very similar to this, but it has like browns and grays in it. So he bought me 2 of these. Paris in June. I think these are beautiful. So that was my Metaversary gift. God, what is it? I need to find that yarn. It might be down there. It might be in my pack because I have 5 of them. Oh, good Lord. See if my phone will help me. Popular brands of yarn in the UK. Nope. Nope. King Cole. I knew it was a man's name. Is King Cole, I think, chunky? Or something like that, and it's in the color Lake Michigan. Alright, so, you already saw, I pulled out a bunch of the cotton sprouts. These are the worsted cotton sprouts, which you will be seeing because I've been working with all of these. Matter of fact, I had 2 of these. Half of this one's gone. I had 2 of these. I used an entire one of these, an entire one of these. Half of this. I think these are the same colorway. So, this is the Cotton Sprout Worsted from Premier Yarns, which is a really, really excellent, if you don't like Hobby Lobby for your own reasons, Cotton Sprout is a really good dupe for the Hobby Lobby yarn. Just saying. And the price, let's see, this is $3.99. Yeah, I thought these were $4.99 last time I checked. These are $4.99. And then the cotton wheel is set. They started charging $7.50 for this. This used to be $5.99. I would not have paid that. Okay, so anyway, Cotton Sprout, Premier Yarns, worsted weight, cotton yarn, works up beautifully. We'll see more of this. We will see lots more of this coming up on Monday Makes Buffalo. But they also have it in DK version and DK speckled, which, as you can tell, this has been used, which you will also see coming up. So that's just some of the cotton, right? I'm talking I'm not talking kitchen cotton. If you want kitchen cotton, by the way, go over to Premier Yarns. It may or may not still be on sale. They got the kitchen home cotton. I got like this. On sale, 3 for $4. So it's pretty much the same price as the Just Cotton from the Dollar Tree. Right? That's not what I'm talking about in today's video. I'm talking about cotton that is made specifically for, I mean, you could make washcloths and hand towels out of all of this cotton, but really it makes nice garments. It makes nice wearables. It makes beautiful shawls, hats, bandanas, headwear, purses, shirts. So I saw something online the other day, and I think I'm going to try to figure a tutorial to make these. You ever have a shirt that's just a little bit too short and you don't wear it because like you bought it and it's a little too short, and like when you raise your arms your belly's showing? They're making like an under, like a bottom dickie. Okay, so if you don't know what a dickie is, because like maybe you're young and you just don't know. A dickie is something that is just a piece of material that goes around your neck, and it's a lot of times it looks like a turtleneck, and it's just a flap of material right here to either cover your bosom, to make a shirt more what is the word? Where you're covered up. Anyway, it's supposed to, that's like the basic, or to dress up like a shirt by making it like you have a turtleneck on underneath. Okay, but this is like a bottom of the shirt dickie, and the fact that it makes your shirt look longer, but it's crocheted. You don't have to attach it to your clothes. You make what looks like a skirt, and you put it around your waist. But for me, I would put it under my natural waist, under my boobs, because I have like 2 separate stomachs. I have a top stomach and a bottom stomach, and I have like a crease in the middle because I am fat. Okay, so I would make it to where up over the top, like up here over my upper stomach, if you will, and make it long enough so that it looks like I have a lace shirt on underneath. So I'm thinking about doing something like that on the channel at some point, because Lord knows I got enough yarn to do it with. All right, but what we're talking about is yarn that is appropriate for wearables, because that's what Cinnamon Stitches makes mostly, is wearables. I make the occasional kitchen stuff, but that's the kind of cotton I'm talking about today. And then I have a bunch of this, which is discontinued, so you're not going to be able to find this. This has long been discontinued. This is Summer Kiss from Lion Brand. And it's a stiff cotton. Not in the fact, it's not like stiff like it'll stand on its own when you crochet it. It's stiff in the fact that there's 0 stretch to it, but that's common with cotton. But because of the nature of this, a lot of people didn't like working with this. I, however, loved it enough that I hoarded it. It's 80% cotton, 20% polyester. I have this in a multitude of colors. I have a bunch of the white because I hoarded it up. I have green, I have yellow, I have baby blue, I have teal, and I have like a peachy orange of this. And this is like, this is why what happened yesterday was so ridiculous to me, because I had this awakening of like, what in the world are you arguing with yourself about this hard? Like, why are you torturing yourself? And some of you suggested that I actually come and show and be accountable for my yarn. So we're going to be doing box divings in some of these videos. Talk about some yarns of the past and of the present. This is another yarn that was gifted to me, and I made a couple of things out of this, and none of them are in here. I don't know why I turned around on the mannequin, because at one time I made a garment that was on her that was made out of this yarn, and I think it was the Falling Leaves Poncho on my channel. Let me look that up, because I don't know how I'm remembering this, because I'm really bad with the names of my own patterns. Cinnamon Stitches Falling Leaves Poncho.
Cinnamon Stitches Falling Leaves Poncho.
Yep, right there. I believe I made a version of this out of this yarn, and I don't know if this stuff is still around. This was gifted to me from a seller. So there was a dealer, this is my dealer, she lived somewhere in the United States, and this Eco Fusion and Eco, are these all Eco Fusion? Apparently. Anyway, this is Nurturing Fibers. It is an African yarn. It comes in, it was bamboo viscose. This one's bamboo viscose. It came in these little things. It has a smell to it even after all this time. Like, this was gifted to me a couple years ago. This is a really nice, beautiful cotton for garments. And it only took a handful of them to make that falling leaves poncho. And this is what I have left over from, most of them was gifted to me, and then I liked the yarn, so I bought more. Which is just fantastic. And they have cool names like Emily and Pickled Ginger. I wonder if they're still around. This is cotton polyester and other fibers. But this, the croquettes from Red Heart, I use this and I hold this really thin yarn together with another yarn and it gives a sparkle to it. Let me see if the let's see, Nurturing Fibers. Nurturing Fibers. NurturingFibers.com still exists. Good Loops Yarn is who sent it to me. Good Loops Yarn. Yeah. These little bonbons are $7. $6.50 to $7. There's Eco Cotton, Eco Fusion, and Eco Lush. And the Eco Lush is cotton bamboo. The cotton, this is cotton bamboo too. I don't know. They're really pretty little bonbons. She also has hanks and stuff, but yeah. See, this is like backlogging some of my yarn. And I want to sort it out when we move. Like, I want to have a bucket. I want to pull out all of my Joann's yarn, which is going to be asking a lot. Because I want to know, and I have some over there that is a couple years old. Let's see if I can grab it. Gotta move stuff to get over there. This. Graphic. This stuff went on sale for real cheap. And I have a bunch of it, but it's a fingering weight yarn. So, and it is acrylic and cotton blend. Oh. So premium acrylic, 35%, 9% polyamide, and 56% cotton. And I have 2 in this colorway. Did I just find a skinnier version of this yarn? And I have this in more than one color. I have 2 in this colorway. And I have 2 in this colorway. And I have 1 in this colorway, which is not the same as this one. So, yeah, I want to go through. And this is going to be a huge undertaking with all the other crap that I have to do in this house. I want to sort out Joann's yarn. So I want just a bucket of just Joann's, which means I'm going to have to buy another bucket. I have so many plastic buckets in this house. Anyway, back to the cotton. I have a bunch of the Just Cotton. Oh, this is afternoon cotton. That's something different. I have the Just Cotton, which is the Dollar Tree cotton, which I got. This is from Premier Yarns. And the fact that it's in a bag means I bought it from Premier probably for $1 a ball instead of $1.25, which is what Dollar Tree was charging. And then, what is this? This was before the Cotton Sprout on Premier Yarns. It was the Batik. It was the Cotton Batik. Do they still make the Cotton Batik? Because that stuff is nice. Let's go to, we're going to all kinds of places today, guys. We're shopping. We're shopping our stash. Where did Premier Yarns go? I must have closed the window. I don't think they have this on their website no more. I think they discontinued, they in fact discontinued it. Discontinued treasures. This is not discontinued. This is the Hipster Cotton. This is DK weight as well. This pairs up beautifully with the Cotton Sprout. Definitely does. Because they're both DK. And I didn't even, I haven't even touched the top layer. Not even touched it. What is this? Do we know what this is? This looks like I spun it. Did I spin this? Is this the cotton I spun? Is that why this is in here? I have no idea. My son sounds like he's moving furniture upstairs. And it's just him and I in the house. What are you doing up there? Lucas! Of course he doesn't hear me. Got little balls of cotton. This is a thin weight. I got a bunch of this. I think I need to get rid of a lot of this little stuff because I don't use it. So this is a 2 weight. It's baby organic cotton from Line Brand. And I got this in a mystery bag. I don't think I'm going to use this. So I think this is going to be in the to-go pile. And that's another thing I need to do is I need to separate what I want to keep and what I want to sell off. That's what I need to do. And that's a lot of work. And I have afternoon cotton from Premier Yarns. This stuff is really nice. I think this is mercerized cotton. Yeah. It's mercerized cotton. And I have this in white. And I think I have some in purple. And I gotta keep an eye on my phone because my daughter is driving in a really bad storm. And that is her. Yay, she made it. Have fun. Some more of that cotton batik. Now, the history of the cotton, is this color not gorgeous? The history of this is, this yarn was originally made by Universal Yarns, which if you don't know, Universal is like the mother company to Premier Yarns. They're in the same warehouse. And some of the Universal Yarns is rebranded as Premier Yarns, and it's actually cheaper. Like their major is pretty much the puzzle. Just a little insider information there. So the cotton batik started off on the Universal side of things, and it was like $7.99 a ball or something like that. And then I don't know if they weren't selling it or what, but it started getting clearanced off on the Universal side. And then they took it and they put it on the Premier website, and they were like, "Oh, clearancing out the Universal cotton batik." It was called Cotton Supreme Batik, and I know because I still have some. It's in here. Hang on, it's in here somewhere. There we go. It started off as the Cotton Supreme Batik. And then this is the Universal. It's the same yarn. Then they changed the label and the price went down to like $3.99 from $7.99 a ball or something. This might have been $6.99. Irregardless, the price like dropped in half. And I love this yarn because the beautiful, beautiful colors. And it's also similar to the Cotton Sprout. It's similar to the I Love This Cotton. And like I said, the colors are top-notch, gorgeous. And this makes beautiful, beautiful garments. It makes pretty much anything you can make with cotton. I would not waste this yarn. And look at that. Oh. This, like, just... it lights my brain up. I'm like, oh. I'm like Homer Simpson looking at a donut. Oh. What colors make you feel like that? Because not only is that, this yellow, I just cannot. I bought this bag at the Premier Yarns warehouse sale several years ago, and they've only had 2. I haven't had another one since. And I would love to just go, I'm gonna be real honest, I would love to go to the Premier Yarns warehouse and just peruse. I just want to go hang out. want to talk to people. I want to ask questions about their yarn. I would love to interview them and be like, hey, like, what makes you guys decide what yarn is going to go out? What? Because I know from the Premier Yarn house, the warehouse sale when I went, they had boxes of sample yarn, and they were. This is my assumption. I did not ask questions. This is from assumption. This is not from knowledge, okay? So take this next story with a grain of salt. They had a box of yarn, and I was following Premier Yarns intently when the warehouse sale was getting ready to happen, and they're not going to have another one, don't ask, because every time I ask, they're like, nope, we can't do it. Where did I think they're on a shelf over here. They had the new Bloom yarn that was coming out. So this was before Bloom came on the market. And the Bloom, I'm talking about the DK weight version of the Bloom, not the chenille Bloom, not the chunky Bloom. Okay, it was brand new on the market. It just got released, and I had my eye laser focused on the Bloom, but it was $7.99 a ball. And at that time, my channel was this big, and my income was this big. So I saved up a lot of money to be able to go to this sale. I don't know who you are. So I saved up my pennies, and I knew I couldn't afford the Bloom because I was going to the yarn sale. But they said they had they had a box of dollar yarn, and everything in the box was $1. And they showed a preview of it on their social media, one of the social medias, and in the box was yarn that looked like the Bloom, right? And so I was like, and there was a rainbow yarn in there. So when we went to the warehouse sale, I'm digging. I'm like, I was talking to other people in line. I'm like, I'm getting hot. I'm gonna take this off. I have a ratty t-shirt on underneath. That's not my t-shirt. It's Mr. Cinnamon. So if you see paint stains on this shirt, it's because I'm wearing my husband's shirt because it's comfortable. But I'm getting hot. Like I'm working up a sweat. All right. Is one of his real old shirts, so it's all broken in and almost see-through. I was talking to other people in the line. I was like, there's a dollar box. I need to find the dollar box. And I went in and I went looking. I was asking. I was like, where's the dollar box? Where's the dollar box? I don't know. Let me ask. And then another person, I don't know. Let me ask. And then, you know, they finally found where they put the dollar box. And there was a couple of them. And I went digging because I'm looking for the Bloom. And I had a shopping cart because they had at the time shopping carts that they filled up for orders and stuff. So they had shopping cart, like old ratty shopping carts available for you for the warehouse sale. It was really cool. That is a really crappy video on the channel. If you look up Cinnamon Stitches Premier Warehouse Sale, you'll see the video. Alright. It's my daughter still. So I find the dollar box and I'm digging because I'm looking for the Bloom specific yarn. And there was this yarn. It was one skein and it was rainbow and it was soft and it was like beautiful. And the only thing I could figure is those were samples because they were smaller balls. And it was the Bloom style yarn, but it was not soft and slick like the Bloom is. It was not luscious. Some of it was kind of rough. And I think, like I said, I don't know. I think what happens is somebody tests the yarn out and goes, well, this will be a yarn, we'll order this one. And this is a good yarn, we'll order this one. And like they go through and they test it out or whatever, and they look for sale. Because this is how a lot of fashion thing works. They look at things, they look at samples, they feel the fabrics and decide what goes, what they're going to sell, what's not, etc. This is all assumption of what the box was. Okay, so I'm like, oh, sample boxes, you know. So I brought the yarns home and I was like, oh, I got several colors of the Bloom style yarn that never got released because it was a sample. So I still have them. It's the Bloom style yarn in thinner and thicker weights. Some of it's kind of rough, some of it's real soft. And I think it was the samples of them trying to figure out what Bloom they wanted for their base for the yarn. And that rainbow ball of yarn was beautiful and I treasured, and I'm like, I'm gonna make that into something. So I started, it was 2 years after the sale, and I started making a rainbow cowl, and I thought I'll have more than enough, and I did not. It like only went from here to here. Like I couldn't close it. And so I'm like, okay, this yarn has never been available on Premier Yarn's website, but it was this beautiful, I mean, it was like, the most beautiful ball of rainbow yarn ever. And I went hunting and searching and looking, and I'm checking every website, every store. Who has a yarn that is comparable to this? And the closest yarn I found was a yarn that was available at Hobby Lobby. It was real similar to the rainbow yarn. It was not identical, so I bought 2 of them and brought them home, but yeah. You know, I've been getting a lot of like really shady messages from Facebook, PayPal, all kinds of websites telling me to log in, and I think someone is trying to steal my accounts. And the reason I think that is because the emails are not real and they look authentic. And they're like, you need to log in, click here to log in. Don't click the here ever. If you get an email from Facebook, PayPal, Gmail, Google, whatever, do not click the link inside that email. Go to the actual website or the actual app and log in and see if that information is available in here. That's how you get your stuff stolen. See, this just said, you have a message waiting in PayPal. There is nothing in PayPal. But had I clicked that link, they would have asked me to log in, and they would have had my bank account information and everything. There is not a message in here. Yeah. Lying so-and-sos. Click on this and go to the message center. No messages. Be mindful of you. Don't click on stuff because it will look, it's called a spoof. Don't click on it. Somebody's coming after my channel and my PayPal. I ain't stupid enough to click those links. Not at all. You gotta be real careful with that kind of stuff. That's why I get a lot of, I get a ton of sponsorship deals. Sugars and Cream, where they're like, oh, well, we want to sponsor a video. Yarn companies even. We want to sponsor your content. We'll send you such and such for free. We need a review, but we need your login information so we can look at the details. No, you're not getting my login information for nothing. And I actually made the mistake of doing that with, it was Hobie. I'm going to be right, it was Hobie. Hobie wanted to be able to log into my stuff and look at it. And I was like, it's Hobie, I can trust. No. I worked with them twice and I was like, you know what? This don't feel safe to me. I'm not giving, I changed all of my passwords. I was like, we're not doing this. And as it is, I didn't give them my YouTube password. I only gave them the information for my Instagram, because if I lose my Instagram, I don't make anything off the Instagram. I don't care about that. Like, I can make another Cinnamon Stitches Instagram. Here's some more of the Cotton Supreme Batik. I made the beach Cardi out of this for my niece, because her favorite color is purple. And that's also a tutorial on the channel. Cinnamon Stitches Beach Cardi. Then I have a bunch of this fat cotton that I did a review on. This is the Loops and Threads Bulky Twist Cotton Blend. But it's a dupe for a Premier yarn. And so I bought a bunch of this for a review. I made the bi-stitchable bag out of some of this yarn from Premier. This one is Premier. Apparently I bought a bunch of this. I don't work with bulky cotton. There's another one. Why do I have so many? This one is the same yarn. This is what it looks like worked up. It's kind of squishy. What can I make with this? Besides another bag. This is the Loops and Threads. I would have thought that was the Premier. But it's so tangled in here. I need to clean this bucket out. I got a bunch of sugar and cream cotton. I got this clearanced out somewhere, and I don't... Oh, Tuesday morning, $1.99. How much does stuff cost nowadays? So this is the sugar and cream. I saw this at Joann's for like $5, and I was like, what? For cotton for the kid? $5? I paid $1.99 for this. I would not. I would not. This is cotton sprout. Look at this. Look at this. I'm going to yarn jail. That's it. I'm going to yarn jail. This is bad. Oh, good Lord. Great googly moogly. More of that. And can I tell you, the only place I have ever bought Lily's Sugar and Cream, or the Peaches and Cream for that matter, has been a thrift store situation, or like Tuesday Morning. I have never paid retail for that. Not once. I think it's overpriced. And I'm not dogging all Lily's Sugar and Cream because I like it as a good cotton. But I have never, ever, not once, paid retail for that yarn. Not one time. Because it is always at the thrift store. And I don't know why. Do people just overbuy cotton and then donate it? They're like, I'm going to make 80 washcloths. And then they're like, oh no, I'm not going to make nothing else with that. Washcloths are not real fun to make unless you're getting creative with it. This is so bad. I don't even know what this is. This feels like that. I got, like, it's almost like it threw up on itself. This is Sugars and Cream. I knew it. Sugars and Cream denim. That's what this one is. And again, this was a thrift store situation. I paid 99 cents at the Goodwill for that. And look what happened. Alright. Cotton Sprout. I think I might have to cut some of this. Because this is really bad. And I'm scared to put it up here because it'll tangle with that. Alright, let's get some stuff out of the way. I have my boob in here. I don't know why. Gossypium cotton tweed. No idea where this came from. Not a clue. This feels like the denim yarn that I was just playing with. Estelle Suds. This came in a Mary Maxim, the monthly crochet or knit kit. As you can tell, I like blues in my cotton. I got a lot of denim colored cotton. Mr. Cinnamon actually picked this one out. This is fundamental cotton in the color French blue from Hobby Lobby. This was clearanced out. Mercerized cotton. It's a 4-weight. I paid $1.37. He picked that out because he liked the colors. I ain't done nothing with it. Because the man will pick out yarn. Can I tell you this? He will pick out yarn. He will not wear anything I have made. Because here's his excuse. He's a businessman, so he has to wear dress clothes to work. And he feels like knit and crochet, you can yell at him in the comments, are not business appropriate. Sir, do you not realize that I could knit you a scarf and a hat set and you would look just absolutely... Because I have some fancy yarn I bought to make him a fancy scarf to go with his like suit. And it's shades of grays and blues. And I was going to make this beautiful like stripy scarf for him. And it's gorgeous wool. And he's like, I would probably not wear that because it wouldn't look good with my suit. And I'm like, sir, men with suits wear cashmere. Do you want a cashmere scarf? Because I can knit that too. I don't know if I have any cashmere, but I had cashmere at one time. I dyed it. I found another pile of the hipster cotton and just dropped it on the floor. My entire desk is covered in cotton. It's so bad. This was a Michaels exclusive. And as you can see, it came out at $7.99, but it's like $4.99 or something now on Premier's website. And some more of my favorite cotton, which is the Cotton Batik. Oh, I only have one of that green and one of the purple. And this is not the same purple I showed you a minute ago. Look at how gorgeous it is with that white. Oh. Oh. Some more of the yarn from Mary Maxim. Crafter's Secret. There's so much cotton in here. All right, I got Creme de la Creme cotton. This is made by Red Heart. 100% combed cotton. I really, really like this cotton. And I don't know where to buy it. I got this somewhere on clearance for like $1 a ball, and I don't remember where I bought it from. It was a discontinued situation. Love that. And I have 3 of those. This is from Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby clearance out for 99 cents. My battery's dead. My battery's dead. Some more Creme de la Creme. Different colorway. Some more clearance out from Hobby Lobby. Let me change my battery. I'll be right back. Premier Home Cotton. Sugars and Cream Cotton. This is why Sugar and Cream Cotton, and every single one of the Sugars and Cream Cotton, I'm telling you, is from the thrift store. Every one. And half the time, this has not been used. Peaches and Cream. I actually think I purchased this one. And I think I got this one at Walmart because I had, and probably still do, some of the Kobu in the same color. Where it's at, no idea. Some more of that organic cotton. Premier Home Cotton. This is, I don't know, one of those cottons that I didn't finish using. And then there's scrap balls at the bottom of here. Like, the rest is scraps and labels that have fallen off. So I need to sort through and figure out what I'm doing. This smells like the bonbons I showed you. So that might go in a container with that. This is not... Oh, this is a mess. Look at this. You know what's funny? I was looking last night. I was working on something in the color, like, I had some scrap balls. And they were on the floor. Look at this. They were on the floor because they were on my desk and they fell off of my desk. And so I sat them on the big giant bucket I showed you at the beginning of the video. And I was like, I'll deal with that later because I'm doing, you know, homeschool has me really frazzled right now because I'm trying to prepare him for testing, for the end of the year testing. And so we did our first round of language arts practice tests today. And he has pretty much almost completed all of his curriculum for the year. And we're in, it's so crazy that it's the beginning of March and we're almost wrapping up 5th grade. It's so crazy to me. So I'm like scrambling to get him the correct curriculum and get him prepared for his testing so that, you know, because we have to report that back. Now, because so much is going on right now, I mean, just life is life, and you know how it is. A wife, a mom, a homeschooling mom at that, work at home wife, mom at that. So I'm on my toes, and with some of the health stuff that's going on with me too, like, it's just, I've been real busy. So I'm like, I'm just gonna set this yarn here. I saw 4 dogs in the house, and Ponyo, while she's the cutest, sweetest little baby, she's been getting into a lot of stuff, and I'm trying to teach my daughter how to be an adult and pick up after herself and her dog. But, I mean, she's that age, you know. And I told her yesterday, I am not about to be a nagging mom. Like, I need her to start being an adult. She needs to start picking up after herself and her dog. Because I cannot do it. We got to get this house ready to sell. We need to move on, and you're going to have to help. And she always has, and that's not a problem, but, you know how it goes. Sometimes got to teach them how to adult. So, I left the yarn out, and I was doing something. I think I was cooking dinner, running back and forth doing other stupid stuff. I was busy, I looked down at the floor and the yellow yarn that was in here is in pieces on the living room floor. And I looked, I'm like, Ponyo got into my office because I keep it locked because Bentley used to steal my yarn. And so I already know I don't want to go outside and wind up yarn from the backyard because it's nasty and wet and gross and chewed up. And I certainly don't want her chewing on yarn because that's really dangerous to her health. And so she only got a small piece and she chomped on it. So it was in pieces in here and in the living room. This is a mess. This is a mess. Let's move the other things out of the way first. I'm going to have to definitely go through my scrap bin and see what I need to dispose of so that it can move on to other projects, because I really do not have time to work up all of my scraps into things, so I've donated it. And figure out which ones are not connected. They're all connected. This one's not connected. And everything else is connected. I also have rainbow cotton from Hobie. Alright, so anyway, focus. I'm like, okay, I have this leftover yellow yarn, and it's from the Lion brand. Those 2 yellow yarns I made a hat out of, and they're real soft yarns that stuck to my fingers really bad. I'm like, I need to turn this into something right now because it's either going to turn into something or it's going to turn into trash, because I'm going to toss it because I keep picking it up and the ball keeps like disintegrating like this, falling apart and tangling on stuff. So I sat down, I was like, I have nothing else to do. Dinner has been finished at this point. Everybody was relaxing. We all kind of went our own separate ways doing our things because it's the evening, it's unwind time. So I sit down and I'm like, all right, what can I hurry up and whip this into? So I pull out my knitting machine and I throw it in there because I know from experience it works up in the knitting machine rather well. So I'm like, I'm going to make a scarf. So I put the one yellow in, then I put the second yellow in, and I'm like, this is not big enough to be a scarf. And I come in here and I'm like, okay, and I already said before I even left the couch, I looked at my daughter and I'm like, I'm going to go try to find a yellow yarn that I do not think exists. She's all, why? I said, because if you look in my room, there's no yellow. So there's yellow in variegated yarns, but I mean, there's one ball of yellow right here. There's just not yellow. I mean, there's yellow cotton on my desk, but I wasn't working with cotton, so that was not applicable. And even now as I'm sitting here, I'm like, why do I have so much yellow cotton? Yellow, 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 yellow. I can't see the rest because it's underneath. Yellow. I don't have yellow acrylic. I have a big giant ball of yellow acrylic somewhere. I think it's up there. I think I may have given it away. I don't know. I don't work with yellow, which is crazy because I love the color yellow. I love yellow. I don't have it. And so I came in here and not only did I find a yellow, but I found a bulky 5 yellow that went beautifully with the project that I was working on, because this is the Bernat Forever Fleece Finer. And you'll see the project I made with this on Monday. But I was like, and I found it right away. And so in moments like that, I love my stash. And I feel like I have the most perfect stash because 8 times out of 10, I can come in here and I need a yarn to go in with something else, or I need a specific yarn for a specific project. And 8 times out of 10 is in here. 8 times out of 10 is in here. The other 20% of the time, I'm really frustrated because I don't have the yarn. And I don't know. I don't want to go to the store and buy it. You know, that's part of the reason I keep my stash so well stocked. But at the same time, I don't need it. I don't need more. And yes, I'm missing yellow. But I don't use yellow, so why would I go buy yellow? You know? I also don't use a lot of green, but I have a whole bucket of green when the chance comes up that I need to use green, or the thing arises where I need green for some reason. I have one of those cubes over here. One of these cubes is just anti-pilling green. And at one time I had all of the shades of yellow from anti-pilling acrylic in Premier. And I got rid of them because I don't use solids very often. And so it's just, I was thinking about that, like I don't have, like I'm coming across all this yellow in this bucket, but even if you look at my buckets over here, I see one skein of yellow. It's all neons, shades of pink, shades of blue, shades of purple. So I'm guessing those are my favorite colors. I mean, if you ask me, rainbow is my favorite color. It used to be coral. My favorite color used to be coral. And matter of fact, I still have the Try Me packs from Premier Yarns from years ago. Do any of you still have the Try Me packs? I have 2 or 3 of them down there. And they let me pick out, they let me make a kit with 3 different shades of the anti-pilling acrylic. And they put them in a pack, and they made this cute little flyer that went in there with, let me grab one, I'll show you. This is the Premier Try Me pack. And they let me pick my own color, so I picked these because at the time coral was my favorite color. And I wanted white, but they were out of white. And so I had to go with the cream for this. And originally I was going to do red, coral, and white, like Valentine's Day. And then I remember talking to my sister about it. And she's all, I don't know about the red. Like, I just don't know about the red. And so I was like, what about these 3? And it was the white. And she's all, that's beautiful. And then I was back and forth, like, with Premier. And they were like, well, we're out of white. We don't have enough white to make the packs. And then I was like, well, let's substitute it for the cream. The cream is beautiful. And so they did that, and they made these packs, and I sold out in the first day. Like, I sold every one that they made, and then they restocked, and then I resold all of them out, and then they restocked a 3rd time, and I resold all of those out. And so I think that's when Premier was like, hey, we like her, like, let's get together with Cinnamon Stitches. And so it has like a little Try Me pack on here. And it says, thank you for giving Premier Yarns a try. This Try Me pack color palette has been specially curated by Cinnamon Stitches Crochet. That's me. Premier anti-pilling worsted yarn is made with a special fiber that makes your projects look like new wash after wash. This pack includes 3 skeins, cream, soft peach, and coral. A message from Cinnamon Stitches Crochet, and then I wrote a little blurb. And I had no idea what I was doing. I even had to make a logo for them because I didn't have any of that back then. I was just very beginning of like trying to make videos and actually succeeding at getting people's attention. And so this was my little blurb. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Jennifer Rivera. I am a yarn host on Cinnamon Stitches. I'm 40 years old. Oh, so this was 5 years ago. Married and have 2 beautiful children. I learned to crochet through YouTube videos about 3 years ago. That's so funny. Although I was first exposed to crochet when my mother tried to teach me in my younger years, I started my own YouTube channel last year as a way of showing off my favorite yarns. In the process, I've become a part of an amazing community of creators and yarn artists. A little info about this yarn color pack. I chose the Premier Everyday Worsted. I think it's the most versatile yarn. It can be used by everyone. As for the colors, coral is my absolute favorite color. What goes better with coral than peaches and cream? Peaches and cream. The colors are so beautiful for spring and summer. They bring a little happiness to my heart, thinking warmer days and blooming flowers. And I have 2 of these left. And I probably will keep them forever because his acrylic is not going to go bad. But also, like, that was the first time I was like, hey, I'm doing something, you know? And like that said, I'd only been on YouTube a year. And I was already like, they asked me, Glenda made one from Creative Grandma. I don't know if anyone else aside from the 2 of us made one. I don't follow a lot of crochet artists. So I don't know if it was just me and her or what. There's a missing child. 16-year-old Antonio Goldring. He was last seen in Washington, D.C. on February 3rd. He may also have traveled to Capitol Heights, Maryland. He's 5'8" and weighs 130 pounds. Brown hair, brown eyes, black hair. Anybody who's seen Antonio? Are you gonna... There you go. Hopefully he comes home safe. Because we know how the streets are. Not saying he was on the streets. We know how the streets are. Specifically Washington, D.C. It is not a safe city. There's been, even around here, the crime has been just crazy. Like, our murder rate is going up. The crime rate is going up. The drugs are going... Like, it's just... I don't like it. That's why I want to move further away into the country. Because the more populated an area is, the more problems that come with that. And they are populating the heck out of Fredericksburg and the surrounding area. And I'm not here for it. I lived like that neighborhood for way too long. I'm not trying to stay there. So, I hope that you have enjoyed this deep dive into the crochet world. We hit the bottom of the bucket. Now I'm trying to think of what to do with these fat yarns, because that'll work up fast. I'm not big into bags though, that's the problem. They got a blanket on here. Let's see. Machine wash, warm, gentle, cycle, dry flat. So a blanket is not really going to be... Why would you want to dry flat a blanket? It's pretty though. I could make... You know what I could make? I can make a dog blanket. Because, I don't know if you see... That's Oreo. She is cuddled up with 2 blankets down there in the dog bed. These dogs are like... And I'm hot, but I'm moving around. But it is a little bit chilly in here when I'm sitting still. That's why I had a hoodie on, because I was cold. You know, we're just going to cut these because I cannot maybe make some dog blankets out of this cotton. Because if it falls apart in the wash, it's a dog blanket. You know? And I have scraps of it. I say this out loud, but we both know. I have so much on my plate, I'm probably not going to make a blanket. Because I want to get started on a... people were telling me it's a bolero for Easter. Yep, we're just cutting. We're just cutting. I know, call me wasteful. I don't care. Because honestly, I have other things to do. I need to figure out what's for dinner still. I got other things to do. I can't be sitting here all day. And the problem is there's a... I think this is Premier Home Cotton. In a blue jean color, ironically enough, which is what I have the most of. Ew. That is... doesn't belong in this bucket. This is the Unger fluffy yarn. Which I have 2 balls in here. So the problem with most of this is there's crocheted pieces in here. And these 2 are going to fight me. So I'm going to take these 2 and I'm going to go wrestle with them on the couch. And I'm going to let you guys go about your day. And I'm going to very neatly stack these back in. There's so many just random labels in here. Where'd my garbage bag go? hang that up. So, give me ideas for cotton. Do we need to make... Now, let me ask you this. Because I have a ton of tutorials on the channel. Something smells good on this desk. One of these yarns smells so good. It's gotta be the bonbons, but I can't even see them at this point. But I just got like a real strong whiff. It smells like laundry. Distracted. Give me some ideas of what we can do with this. Because even though I really, really want to make something out of this year. Even though I have a ton of tutorials I could follow of my own on the channel. And I don't have time to do tutorials right now. So that's the problem. What can I make with all this cotton? Aside from the usual. So I'm going to put all the cotton batik on one side so I can easily access it. Which I should have did to begin with. Then I'm going to separate out the kitchen cotton on the other side. I think I'm going to put the new cotton for Mr. Cinnamon in here too. Believe it or not, I used to have bags and bags of this stuff, and it ended up in mystery boxes a long time ago. Do we want some more wearables out of this cotton? Which cotton do you want the wearables out of? Because you see I got a lot of the Premier yarns I have the most of. So I have the hipster cotton, the cotton sprout, which is at the bottom of the bucket. The cotton batik I could use, and you could substitute the cotton sprout for it, or the I love this yarn cotton. And I'm not encouraging you to go out and buy more yarn. I'm saying these are options that we could do from our stash if need be. I mean, if you want to buy yarn for yourself, you absolutely can do that. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. But this whole side is Premier Yarns. That's so crazy. We got the hipster, the batik, and I haven't even moved in the cotton sprout yet. Doesn't that look pretty though? Anyway, it's gonna stay in my cotton bucket. Ideas. What cotton do we want to work with? What do we want to make? Because I can pretty much make anything at this point. I can make lacy cardigans. I can make more lacy style shirts or ponchos. I can make shawls. We could do bags. We could do more headwear. Because this week I've been making a bunch of, you're going to see it. I have made, and this is all spoiler alert for Monday. I have made do-rags, headbands, bucket hats, all from cotton. I've been going crazy with the cotton. Something just fell on me with my scissors. So, ideas please. Because you guys don't know how much I rely on you to help me out with this. Because I'm just one lady in a house all by herself, because nobody else crochets or knits with me, trying to figure all this stuff out. And if you guys come up with some fun ideas, we can make a community project. And this is acrylic, so this don't go in there either. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for hanging out with me in this very long video. One of the yarns just threw themselves in the garbage! It's the garbage bag. That's what smells so good. Scented garbage bags. I don't like them like in the trash can because it's overwhelming, it gives me a headache. But it smells nice right now. It's like, that smells like laundry in here. You know, it's the simple things that make me happy in life. Scented garbage bags. So, favorite cotton, what we want to make with it together over the spring and summertime. Do you have a favorite cotton that you have personally? Because I'm going to share with my favorite, I already told you, is the cotton batik, the cotton supreme, or the cotton sprout, because honestly I think they're the same yarn. There's a little secret. Or the I love this cotton is real similar too. What is your favorite cotton to work with for wearables? Or do you not like cotton at all? Because some people hate cottons, and that's okay too. If you hate cotton, you can use whatever you want in your project. I don't care. And do you prefer like a 3-weight cotton or a 4-weight cotton? That's another question. I would like to know if you made it this far in the video. And if you did, you are my hero. Because I've just been rambling for an hour and a half, I think. I don't even know how long it's been because my timer restarted when my battery died, but my battery usually dies at around an hour, so I'm guessing we're at an hour and a half or somewhere around there with this video. But yeah, thank you for hanging out with me. Back in the day, when I had something like this to do, it is very hard for my brain to sit and do something like this without getting frustrated and getting really irritable. And it's a neurodivergent thing that we need to be shadowed sometimes. And by shadowing, it's just having someone to talk to while you're doing the work that you really are despising. And I used to call my sister for that all the time. And since I haven't talked to my sister in close to 2 years now, isn't that crazy? It's been almost 2 years since I've talked to her, like had a real conversation. I don't have nobody to shadow anymore because my family won't sit in here with me because they know that I get really irritable when I'm cleaning. So I'm just grateful that you're here listening, spending this time with me, and crocheting while I'm showing you all my pretty yarn. I did get a lot of requests for this, so I'm not going to do videos like this all the time because I'm just not, but I would really like some ideas of things we can do together because a lot of this yarn is going to be put in storage. And because this house is not going to sell looking like this. They're going to walk into this room and be like, what in the world threw up in here? Like, is she running a whole yarn factory? So a lot of I also need to tackle my bedroom, but I need to go through all my clothes. There's so many clothes up there that I'm just going to get rid of. And I told Mr. Cinnamon I feel bad because I want to donate them because I know what it's like to be a fat girl and trying to find clothes at the thrift store. But the problem is I don't want to have to wash them to donate them. And I'm not going to donate dirty clothes. There's a lot of laundry up there that it's been sitting there a while, and it's been sitting there because it doesn't fit me or because I don't like it anymore or whatever. And so I'm just I don't know what I'm going to do with all those clothes. I have a lot of dresses and I don't go anywhere. So I'm just going to get rid of everything other than what I wear day to day. I don't want to bring stuff along with me into the future. I don't need stuff. I don't need stuff. So this year is going to be I'm going to turn into the most beautiful butterfly. I'm going to be like Heimlich the caterpillar for a while, and then I'm going to turn into a butterfly. And I'm going to sprout my wings, and I'm going to be free of so much crap. And with that, I will hopefully see you tomorrow. I'm going to be honest with you. I have a small yarn order coming in from Premier Yarns, but it's the cotton sprout. And it's, I only ordered like 5 skeins of yarn, and it was for a reason. But I will share that when it comes in. I don't know when it's going to come in, but that will be in the future. I'm not on a ban. I'm not on a no-buy thing with yarn or stuff because I run my channel by showing you stuff and doing reviews on stuff. There's still going to be purchases made, but it is going to be for the purpose of reviews, showing you yarn. Some way it's going to benefit the channel and us as a whole. It's going to be for a project or a tutorial, something like that. That is going to be, otherwise I'm being real strict because I need to move out of this house. And with that, I love you and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.